Have you ever stopped to think about why some people never manage to get out of debt, while others are able to accumulate wealth over time? What do the rich know that most people ignore? In today's video, I'm bringing you 7 behaviors Warren Buffett has pointed out as the main villains keeping you poor. Buffett has built a net worth of $98.2 billion. That's impressive. But what's even more remarkable than his billions are his frugal habits and sharp financial mindset. While it may seem like there are no secrets left about how to build wealth, some surprising habits have allowed Mr. Buffett to accumulate so much capital in a relatively short amount of time. Stick around until the end, because I'm going to show you how to avoid each one of these behaviors. Each of these traps could be sabotaging your journey to wealth without you even realizing it. Number 1. Not having healthy money habits. If you don't develop healthy habits with your money, like controlling your spending, saving, and investing, it will be very difficult to build wealth or reach your financial goals. Many people don't have the habit of budgeting, tracking where their money is going, or planning investments, and this ends up leading to wasted resources. For example, impulsive spending or not setting aside part of your income for emergencies can cause financial problems down the road. Creating good habits means having the discipline to spend on what is truly necessary, invest what you can, and make your money work for you instead of against you. This is essential to ensure a stable financial life and avoid the stress of living paycheck to paycheck without savings or in debt. Number 2. Not diversifying your income. If you don't diversify, you're setting yourself up for big problems. According to Buffett, diversification is a protection against ignorance. That's because diversification is essential for mitigating risks and ensuring that your portfolio can withstand any crisis. By spreading your investments across different asset classes, industries, and geographic regions, you can offset losses in one area with gains in another. Without diversification, you're putting all your eggs in one basket, which is a recipe for disaster. So, if you want to maintain your financial health, diversify your investments. Number 3. Lack of a financial plan. If you're like most Americans, you probably don't have a personal financial plan. In fact, according to Schwab's 2021 Modern Wealth Survey, less than 1/3 of American adults have a written financial plan. Without a financial plan, it's easy to make poor decisions that can lead to bankruptcy and debt. For instance, you may be tempted to make impulsive decisions about major expenses or spend on unnecessary purchases. The lack of financial planning can also result in problems like not having enough money for retirement or being unprepared for unexpected life events. A written financial plan is essential if you want to thrive financially. Set goals for yourself and your family, then create a budget and track your progress over time. It can also be helpful to work with a financial planner to help you get started. Number 4. Impulse buying. Impulse buying happens when you see something you want and purchase it immediately without thinking about whether you really need it or if it fits into your budget. This behavior, often driven by emotions like anxiety, momentary joy, or frustration, can harm your finances in the long run. For example, a discount or sale might convince you to buy something unnecessary simply because it's cheap. The problem is that these impulse purchases add up, draining your money that could be used for priorities or investments. To avoid falling into this trap, it's important to always have a list of what you need before shopping and set a clear budget. Also, giving yourself time before deciding to buy something, especially if it's a non-essential item, helps you reflect on whether it's really worth it. This way, you can avoid future regrets and keep your finances more organized and healthy. Number 5. Not having a budget. If you're not careful, money can slip through your fingers without you even realizing it. This is especially true if you don't have a budget. It's easy to spend on things you don't need when you don't have a plan. For example, you might eat out more than you should or buy unnecessary products just because they're on sale. It's important to remember that just because something is on sale doesn't mean you're obligated to buy it. Overspending is one of the easiest ways to ruin your finances. To make financial progress, you need to start tracking your spending and creating a budget. This will help you stay aware of your spending patterns and make smarter financial decisions. Number 6. Not having an emergency fund. It's no secret that one of the main reasons people are broke and poor is because they don't have an emergency savings fund. Warren Buffett said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." Why is having an emergency fund so important? Because it provides a safety net in case something goes wrong. Life is unpredictable, and anything can happen at any time. If you don't have an emergency fund, you're much more likely to go into debt if something unexpected happens. I think it's crazy to spend 100% of your income, and that leads to all kinds of problems, Buffett said. There are two main reasons people don't have an emergency fund. The first is that they don't earn enough. It can be hard to save if your salary is very low. The second reason is that people often spend everything they earn instead of setting aside a portion for a future emergency. To break the cycle of being broke and poor, you need to start building an emergency fund. Try to save 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses so that you can support yourself if something goes wrong. Remember, start small if you need to. Even $25 a week can add up over time. Number 7. Inflating your lifestyle. When you live beyond your means, you're essentially spending more money than you have, which can lead to debt and financial problems. Moreover, inflation can erode your purchasing power, making it difficult to maintain your lifestyle. As a result, you may end up struggling to get by while living a lifestyle far beyond what you can actually afford. For example, let's say you earn $50,000 a year and spend $40,000 of that. You're living on 80% of your salary and saving 20%. But then you get a raise and start earning $60,000 a year. What do most people do? They start spending $50,000, living on 83% of their income, and decreasing their savings rate to 17%. This gradual increase in lifestyle can be dangerous because it means you're never really making progress in your quest for wealth. You're just maintaining the same level. To avoid this problem, you need to be aware of it and make a conscious effort to keep your spending in check as your income grows. One way to do this is by using the 50-30-20 rule. Allocate 50% of your income to essentials, like housing and food, 30% to wants, like vacations and entertainment, and 20% to savings and investments. It doesn't matter how much money you make. If you don't know how to manage it, you won't be able to escape poverty. As Dolly J, host of the Millionaire Mind show, puts it, now is a great time for personal reflection with the end of the year approaching. Think about your goals for 2025, or create a new one inspired by Warren's advice. The change in habits should be made gradually. If you try to incorporate everything at once into your life, you may end up feeling frustrated. Add one habit at a time, and once you start to use it naturally in your life, you can introduce another into your daily routine. Before long, you'll see how your financial life will flow with much better results, and you'll completely rid yourself of bad debts. Subscribe to the channel for more valuable tips on transforming your financial life and achieving the freedom you've always dreamed of. I'll see you in the next video.